Hello everybody! In this lesson, we're going to draw the clavicle and scapula. In the previous lesson, we went over all the anatomy of the clavicle and scapula, so if you haven't watched that yet, it might be a good idea. Let's start with the front view. As always, I'll start with the biggest shape, the basic shape of the ribcage. Simple oval for the top plane, center line, bottom of the sternum, thoracic arch, following the bottom plane to the back, around the spine, and to the other side in the front. Width of the sternum, a simple cylinder for the neck. For this drawing, instead of breaking up the clavicles into 3 angles like I usually do, I'm going to combine the first 2 angles into a curved cylinder, a loop around the neck. This will help me get the foreshortening right. His right clavicle points back away from us as it wraps around the neck. Yet we see the whole length of this left clavicle. Usually in a neutral pose, when we're eye level with the shoulders, the clavicles won't have that Cupid's bow shape. They'll just be a straight line. However, in this pose, he's elevating his shoulders, so the clavicles twist up from the pivot point at the pit of the neck. And so we're seeing that Cupid's bow shape in this one. The distance between the clavicles is about the size of an eyeball. Angle between the acromions. Angle of the outer third section of the clavicle, and complete that cylinder. Cylinder of the outer third. And of course, you don't have to simplify them into cylinders. You can be more specific with the planes and make them into boxes. Put a line in there to show the top plane and front plane. Same thing on the other side. Start with a cylinder, then make it into a box. A little end cap for the clavicle. Flat box for the acromion process. Now I'm going to find the scapula behind the rib cage, but first it will help to find the center line in the back. The center of the top plane in the back is here. The center of the bottom plane is here. So now the center line will help me place the scapulas because I can judge the distance of the medial border from the center line. So the scapula would be right about there, half the height of the rib cage, and half of that distance away from the spine. Remember, the distance between the scapulas is about the same as the height of the scapula. So the distance to the spine will be half the height of the scapula. Another flat box for the acromion on the other side. Let's not forget about the glenoid cavity. On this side, it points away from us, so we'll just see the edge of it. On this side, it points right at us, so I'll draw an ellipse. Scapulae don't face the back. They angle toward the side a bit as they wrap around the rib cage. Usually foreshortening will be different on each scapula. And the scapula on the other side. Okay, let's do one more, this time from the back. I thought this was a really good one to show the muscles of the back. It also has some movement as she's retracting her right shoulder and protracting her left. So all the muscles will either stretch or compress to follow the scapulas. I'll start with the bones, and then at the end, I'll actually show you guys all the muscles of the upper back, since finding the scapulas depends a lot on your understanding of these muscles. Again, I'll start with the basic shape of the ribcage, center line of the spine, and extend that line to the lower back and the neck. It's curving outward at the thoracic portion and inward at the lumbar and cervical. Find the shape of the 12th ribs, angle between the acromion processes. Look for the flat plane at the acromion right there between the trapezius and deltoid. From there, find the angle of the spine of the scapulas. Notice how much closer the right scapula is to the spine. She's pulling her right shoulder backward and pushing her left shoulder forward. Angle for the medial border, and finish off the triangular shape of this scapula. Find the angle to the other side. It's going to be parallel to the angle of the shoulders I found earlier, since I want to keep the height of the scapulas the same. Indication for the 7th cervical. I want to get a quick indication of the humerus. That's the arm bone. A lot of back muscles insert at the humerus. So I found all the bony landmarks. Center line of the spine, 7th cervical, acromion process, spine of the scapula, and the medial border of the scapula. Now drawing the muscles will just be about knowing where the muscles attach along these bony landmarks. Let's find the basic shape of the torso to keep the muscles contained. Sometimes it's hard to keep the proportions accurate if you're drawing one muscle at a time, so it's good to figure out the large shape first. Let's start with the trapezius. From the acromion, extend it up to the base of the skull and down to the other side. The trapezius has 3 sections. We'll go over it in more detail in a future lesson, but basically the first section drops from the base of the skull to the acromion. It flows above the 7th cervical. The second portion of the trapezius connects here around the bottom of the 7th cervical. Together, the first and second portions create a diamond shape around it. From there, it connects along the top of the spine of the scapula. Finally, the third portion starts a bit into the spine of the scapula and stretches downward to the spine. Since she's pushing her left shoulder forward, the left side will be stretched. The right side will be compressed as it's squeezed between the spine and the scapula. The muscle that will help you find the bottom corner of the scapula is the teres major. It attaches to the bottom area of the scapula and stretches towards the humerus. Now, it goes under the tricep of the arm, so make sure to get that overlap right. The 2 muscles above the teres major will go over the tricep. The teres minor is a really thin one, and often you won't see it. The infraspinatus is much larger, covering most of the blade of the scapula. Both of them go under the deltoid, which starts at the spine of the scapula and ends at the side of the humerus. And actually, the deltoid has 3 heads: back, side, and front. This one here is the back. The one on the side starts at the acromion, and the one in the front starts at the clavicle. All 3 of them insert at the side of the humerus. The layering here is quite complicated. Let's see if you can remember it. The deltoid is on top, then infraspinatus and teres minor, then tricep, and then teres major. And finally the latissimus, which actually goes over the bottom portion of the teres major, but then twists under and to the front in the armpit. Now let's strap the lat over to the other side and find the scapular muscles, starting with the teres major at the bottom. Deltoid over here, infraspinatus and a bit of teres minor, an extremely foreshortened arm over here. The latissimus and trapezius are really stretched on this side. So we have this triangular part exposed. Through it, you'll see a bit of the rhomboids. They connect along the medial border and point up diagonally to the spine. Just for kicks, I'll add her head. And if you want, you can draw the direction of the muscle fibers to make sure you understand the origin and insertion of each muscle. If you're having trouble drawing this one, it would be a good one to do a tracing of. Do a tracing just like we did in the beginning of the course. Study the pose, study the muscles, figure out what's going on. Then do it again without tracing. After you do a bunch of these studies, you'll find it pretty easy to find the landmarks of the scapula. The muscles give you a lot of clues. If you like this video, don't be all selfish. Share it with your
How about now? So sorry. Nabite, thank you for telling me! If you had not said anything. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? What would I do without you, chat? I don't know what I would do. The computer just loves to just reset things. I swear, like, I test things before stream, and then buttons happen right before I start. Thank you so much! Oh, thank you so much. Well, I guess I have to really quickly do my intro speech now. I'm so sorry. First and foremost, if you're new here, welcome. If you are a returner and you've already heard this, I'm so sorry. But real quick, Proko's kissing air. I'll talk real fast so we don't have to look at this anymore. I've already learned most of the body. I've gone through it from top to bottom using this guy. And I love anatomy. It makes me excited. It makes my brain juicy and spazzy, and I kind of can't think about human stuff. So I took a few weeks off to, I guess, be a human, and besides Thanksgiving I had some other things going on my main channel. If I do fan art and Deltarune stuff over there if you care at all about that. Up there. But besides that, we're here to learn anatomy, and I'm here to hopefully make it as easy as possible, because it's hard. Like, this stuff is hard. And all the muscles he just listed off, genuinely, if you got that first try, amazing job, you're a god. Nobody else is at your level. But it took me a minute to understand the layering. So, couple things. We are now revisiting the body again. And with that comes the options of which ones we look at for gesture. So let's see. For this specific lesson, I think you guys picked these top two, which is actually one Proko already did. Fantastic. So we might do that. We might do another thing a little bit later. I think what we'll do is we'll do this lady. She is censored for now, but we'll do a gesture of her today, as is, and then we'll do a little compare and contrast of what growth, I guess, happened between 5 years and now. Like, where is it? Here it is. Yeah, it's not bad. It's fine. I'm looking at those scapula, and I think they're in the right place. They're probably a little too thin, but I think for the most part, I got it. Gesture-wise, it feels pretty good. So I guess we'll just do this one again. But the second one, the one that Proko literally just showed you, is one-to-one exactly the same thing, and I don't want to do a replica of what I already learned. Where is it? Maybe it's one of these. Let's go through all of these. Oh, fun. Oh, there it is. Okay, perfect. Yeah. We could do a complete one-to-one of the first one, but the second one, the one that was the runner-up in the next lesson, what we're going to do next week is do the front view of this lady. I'm going to re-rotate her in my brain and try to mirror the image, so we'll be drawing probably some breasts. Maybe, I don't know. But for the most part, I'm going to try to flip this gesture in my brain and draw that next week. One thing I will add, though. Oh, thank you! Amadre brought me through it.
They're a little tasteless.
It's 3:30 p.m. Let's go grab a glass of water.
Thanks.
And why don't you go wash your hands?
I will and I won't, thank you. I just did those things. Persimmon. Never really been a huge fan. Apples and grapes all day, please. They exist. I talk a mile a minute because I want to get to drawing, and I feel like the more I talk, the more boring things get. So I'm just going to get started as soon as possible. I just got to get a few things out of the way real quick. So sorry for the earlier people that were here in the VOD, and there's just like 3 minutes of silence. Thank God for Nabatea for telling me that. Secondly, there is a Patreon, there is a Discord. Shameless plug real quick. If you care at all about the stuff that we're doing here and you want to basically download all of the things that I'm learning, Patreon is where all of my notes go and all of the things that I've created, all the assets that I've made, and basically the entire 5-year journey lives over there. 7 buckaroos if you want basically everything I've already learned. And then Discord is where you can drop your own knowledge if you're working on your own things. If you want critiques and feedback, we can basically have conversations in stream and talk about your work and progress there. All those things, type exclamation point blank thing, exclamation point Discord / Patreon to get the link. And then, yeah, we'll converse from there. So let's see. Oh God, Booba. No. So hopefully this will help us. This is a little bit of a study that I did when I was doing this the first round. This is from a software. I made the graphics, but the image itself is taken from a software. Here's hopefully a way to break this down that might help at least a few of us. At least to help me. None of these muscles you really need to worry about right now. We're really only talking about the bones today. But to find the bones, you gotta kind of know what's on top. So a real quick lowdown. What he gave you is basically the gist of it. Traps on top, some delts and triangle-shaped shoulder pads on top. And then underneath all of this junk is basically what we're looking at over here. Supraspinatus on top. Infra and teres minor, sitting right here. And then it's not in this picture, but there is a tricep that usually is sitting right in between minor and major. And then you get serratus underneath all of that. So we'll break it down. But for now, do I have picture? Where is picture? I didn't really... Sorry. I forget if YouTube is okay with this or not. I don't know if I figured... Let me see. No, I don't think I did. Okay, well, one more look at the past before I pull up these pictures. This is the third round I'm doing this, because I think this is one of the first lessons I did. It was out of order because I just saw this one. This is, I think, one of the first ones I found Proko in the first place, and then I decided to go back and do everything from scratch. Fine. Mostly decent things. Gesture on point with this one, but the perspective and... wow. There's a lot of words that I could have said there. Perspective, not quite there. Gesture, yes. Proportions, no. So... learned a lot, and I think coming back in, we got some more progress from there. Yeah, so I guess let's get started, unless anybody has any questions, because I talk a mile a minute, and if you want to pause me, because my ADHD brain will not stop, please say something. Otherwise, lurk around. But if you lurk, you won't get personal one-on-one time if you want. Oh! There is one more thing that I thought I would mention real quick. Real quick. I just gotta get all of my shameless plugs out of the way. Boom! Here's some notes. Every time during stream, if I remember, I will share at least the link of the notes that we're working on, which is genuinely just the transcribed notes of Proko's course, which I will update live with every single lesson. So as we're going through the course, these will update as well. And you can get them on the Patreon as well. So, now, I think, without further ado, we're doing this lady today. Let's dig her out. I gotta go find her. I'm pretty sure I opened it already. Let me just make sure. Yeah, we got it. Alright. I can't show you the picture, sorry chat. But I can show you the censored version. That'll have to do. Let's see. Give me this lady. Yeah. And let's open her up. Open up the hatch. Yeah. There we go. Alrighty. I say, give me this. Shrink. Shrink schwank. Down here, please. Ooh, this is a very good angle. Okay. Let's see. And I don't think I really got I'm just now noticing a lot of things, like the perspective of her leg, too. I don't think I captured that in the first round. Oh, there's so many tabs down here, oh lord. Ugh. Okay. Yeah, this overlap, now that I'm realizing, inner thigh cuts over there. There's a little bit of everything. This is why it's so exciting to go back and look at this again, because I know so much more now, and I can hopefully help you learn so much more. So, we were only looking at bones for this lesson, but now I have muscle knowledge. I have forethought and future knowledge of things that we haven't learned yet. Like he was talking about muscles that technically you shouldn't know yet. So, there's a screaming oven in the living room. In the kitchen! Mama's cooking donuts in the kitchen, I don't know. Alright. I'm gonna blow this over. There we go. Nope. Let's not do that. Let's do this. Okay, I want a closer look at this beautiful lady giving me this gorgeous posture, gorgeous gesture. By the by, if you would like to do this with me, you are welcome to join me. I'm gonna try starting to time myself. I'm gonna do 5-minute gesture to start, and then we'll clean it up from there. So pattern is 5 minutes for gesture, 10 minutes afterward to find like bony landmarks, clean up the gesture, whatever have you. And then the following will be one more set of 10 minutes to find the muscles, if we know what they are. Which if you don't, of course, no problem. You can stop wherever you feel good, but I'm going to keep going, and I would hopefully like to bring you along for the journey. So, pattern is we're going to be here for 25 minutes total, plus breaks here and there. And the nice thing is, do I have it? Hang on, I gotta do one more thing. I'm so sorry. It's not available yet, as far as I know, but hang on. I got a surprise for you guys. Let me see. Did I do what I think I did? Am I a smart cookie? I am! Yes! Okay, amazing, great. Pause. 1 sec. Okay. So spoilers. Just letting you know, this is something that I'm planning to do for the future. I am now changing and restructuring basically these lessons to fit this kind of style. I'm offering now, not at the moment, but basically free art classes that are timed that you can basically draw with me. It's like a draw with me, with timers and breaks included. So we're going to start doing it to this kind of idea. So essentially, I'm going to shut up because the timer will tell you when it starts. And we'll be doing it to this. 5-minute gesture. This is not live yet. This is not available yet. It's currently in a private. I'm going to upload it later. But now we can do it together. So this is sped up footage, unfortunately. I'm not doing this live because I was cheating. This is unfortunately not real time. However, I want to amend that mistake and I want to be an accountability buddy for you all, so it's only fair if I do it at the same time as you do. Otherwise, I'm cheating. So yeah, the pattern is 5-minute gesture, 10-minute bony landmarks and skeleton underneath, and then 10-minute again for additional muscles and musculature if you want to redefine it. They're not officially up yet. At some point I will be able to, when I have more time. I want to have at least like 5 or 6 ready to go, and then those will be weekly uploads. And this is on not this channel, it'll be on just at the Crystal Library, a separate channel where just like highlights videos live. If you want it, you can look for it. Again, this isn't real right now, but eventually. So I'm gonna try to time myself with this today. And it's gonna be really, really hard, but we're gonna try. All right, so I'm gonna just have this playing in the background, listen for the timer while we're listening to music. Oh, and I should also add, it doesn't have music, no talking, no music. It's just the audio of the timer. So you can play your own playlist if you want to. All right, so I'm gonna stop yakking for now because I've been doing nothing but that. I'm so sorry. Before we start, let's do a quick overview of what we're looking at. Clearly, even with this sensor block, you can still see the basic form of the rib cage. You can see the gesture right here. This beautiful line all the way down to the belly button. Oh, I forget what it's called. The midline of your abs. Albea ulna or something, I can't remember. Gonna go from the top of the ear all the way down, find the middle of the sternum, right to the base of the rib cage, and then from there the beautiful gesture line continues from the belly button down to the bottom of the legs, or at least the thigh from what we can see. Building the rib cage will help us find at least the start of the deltoids and the clavicles, so we can put those in, and then you kind of have to guess where the scapula are because you can't see them, but you can kind of feel in your own body, if you mimic the pose, what she's doing. Also, I just realized no music is playing. Did I pause my music? I'm so over the place. I'm all over the place. I'm so sorry. Here we go. Music paused. How dare you? I didn't tell you to do that. Give me this. Much better. Thank you. Chill vibes relax me when I'm crazy. Okay. And I'm gonna also put my timer over here, so we're doing it together. This will be a very interesting experience. Let's see if we can do it. Alrighty. Moving tabs. Want to be sure we're ready. So, last and final thought. If you are doing this with me, we're gonna start momentarily, but be ready. I'm going to start it, and it'll be 5 minutes from there. Then you get a 2-minute break, reset your eyes, walk around, pet a cat, and pet a cat, or pet a dog, or pet a cot, and pet a duck. There you go. Point is, be ready when I start. We can start together. Have your pen/pencil and paper ready to go. Let me close this. I don't think I need this anymore. And I can also close that. Okay, cool. Alrighty. So sorry for all of the crazy energy. These are supposed to be relaxing and chill, and I'm a spaz. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Okay. Let's start a timer. I'll tell you when to go. You'll hear a 3, 2, 1 click before we start. Okay. And I'm gonna move this lady away. Okay. So if you want a bigger version of this picture, of course, Proko offers all of the pictures downloadable on his website. You can go grab it right now. I'm gonna now just move it so this lady is now on the side. And let's see if we can make this a little bigger. Oh, I don't want to do this right now because it's gonna... Okay, spoilers, you might see the next picture I'm working on. Don't be scared. Okay, you don't. Great. Ah, spoilers! Okay. I'm gonna close you, and I'm gonna make this full screen. That's a beautiful, lovely, gorgeous gesture. Cannot wait to butcher it. Alrighty. Shrink, my dear. You can be smaller. Alright. But don't be small. Take up your space, your deserved space. That'll do. Alright. Now we have room to draw. Okie dokie. I think we're ready. I'm gonna make a new folder. This is all under old. Wait a minute. What did I do? No, I did the wrong thing. Sorry. We're almost ready. Proko Revisited. Okay. Okay. Woo! Shake out the hands. Warm up the fingers. Do a couple of gesture hand waves. Woo! Where's my music? I'm going to turn it up a little bit so we can rock out. And I'm going to try really hard to stick to this. Stop refreshing! It's really annoying when you do that, YouTube. I didn't tell you to stop playing music. How dare you? No. Persimmon. Don't worry, VOD watchers, I'm going to put a timestamp down when this actually is getting started. You can just click to that. Okay. Alright. Let's see. Timestamp starting at about 20 minutes in. Oh, 30 minutes in. Oops. Sorry, y'all. Okay. I'm going to really quickly go and look around the room and stare at something far away for a second to reset my eyes. 20 seconds to reset your eyes. Look away from the screen. Turn your eyes away from the screen for a little bit. Look at something very far away, at least 20 feet away. 20 feet away for 20 seconds every 20 minutes. That's the 20-20-20 rule that I learned. Might not be as accurate anymore, but we'll see. Okay. I'm going to try real hard to stay with the timer. It's going to be a fun challenge. Okay. Here we go. Hand glove is ready. We're starting at about, let's say 33 seconds, 33 minutes. About that. Cool. Okay. All right. pressing play on good music. Okay, chat, are you ready? If you're drawing this with me, don't respond, because you have to be ready. But here we go. I'm gonna move my monitor. I'm gonna be very focused for a second, so if you jump into the stream and I don't see you immediately, I'm sorry in advance. Meanwhile, I should also pop out the chat so I can see you guys. There we go. Now I can see the family. Okie dokie. Alrighty. Woo! Alright. Timer is starting. You'll hear it. Be ready. Here we go, friendly. Chat, starting in 3, 2, 1, go. 5 minutes for gesture. Alright. Beautiful S-curve. I'm gonna look at this picture because it's not the one that helps. Okay. Finding the nape of the neck is going to help me figure out where everything else goes. Have some room for everything else. Start of the head. Oh, it's a beautiful gesture this is. This is gorgeous. Her head's very foreshortened. Worrying too much about the head and not the rest of the body. Let's keep it moving. Alright, we'll find the rest of her head later. For now, let's move into the rest of her. Let me find her. Let's see. About the head is about the same distance as her. Oh, I always forget what the heck this muscle is called. The big old neck muscle that pops out when you're turning your head. It's gorgeous. Alright, leave some space for the neck. Oh my god, already 2 minutes have gone. We haven't even touched the rest of her. This is hard. I like it. It's a tough challenge. Nape of the neck. Don't have time to dally here. Alright. Let's get some bean action in here. Actually, no, the bean's not really going to help me here. Oh. This really forces you to move quickly. It's great. 2-minute gestures are really fun. I'm gonna be generous and give you at least 2 minutes. 3 minutes. There's a lot of ribcage over here that I didn't get. 1 minute left. Ew, sheesh. Shucks. This is a mess. This is good practice though, baby. Oh, it's good practice. I didn't even find my midline. Goodness me. Let's find the legs. Oh, this is hard. I like it. Ugh. Take this challenge on. You can push this a little bit more. Find the rest of her arm. Ends about there. Her hand goes all the way to the bottom of her thigh. Ten seconds. Woo! Hands up. Okay, 2-minute break. Let's analyze. I don't think I got the gesture how I'd like it. That's okay. Where are we off? Oh, that's a subscribe bell. Don't worry about that. You can subscribe later. For now, let's see. Scapula and clavicle are about here. Finding the rest of her, I think. This angle I didn't quite get. This is a side. You want to tilt a little bit more. I'm going to take a few minutes to refine this while the bell's going. I'm going to use my break. There's like this very strong, sharp diagonal I didn't get. And push that even more. And there's not that much space between her hips and her thigh. It's not that far away. 1 minute. This is a really good challenge. I love it. I'm kind of glad I decided to do this, for me if at least. And other hip. Find the start of the pelvis. Ooh, yeah. There we go. That lines up better. This is way too much rib cage. Way too much rib cage. Sternum. Where the heck is the sternum? I think that's why I messed up, because we can't see it, at least with this picture. I'm pretty sure you can use boobs on screen, but I don't want to risk it. You can download the picture. Alright, 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Final round. Okay. Not the final round, sorry. I drew through my break. Now we have to find my skeleton underneath. Okay. Next week I won't be doing this timer, because it's gonna be from invention. We'll be a little more generous to each other. It's good practice, though. Ooh, okay. Now, let's find some bones. We have 10 minutes here. Still don't dawdle. Time flies when you're not paying attention. I feel good about that gesture, at least. That's better than what we started with. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Start with my bean. I'm gonna try to clean this up a little bit. Ribcage, where are you? Let's see. Proportion-wise, are we even close? This curve comes down here. So we actually have, we were a little off. I'm looking at the upper curve. Let's see. Width of the ribcage, width to width. You can literally kind of even see an outline of it. She gives you a lot of hints. cage goes right up to the skin. But this wide lat is not rib cage, that's lat. So ribs would be about there. I don't think her ribs would be that wide. They're not that large. And it's rotated a little bit. It's coming towards us. Connect the boobs. All of this is sternum. Actually, no, sternum is going straight up. Neck is actually a wider circle here. I can see part of the back of it because she's leaning ever so slightly back, but curling up. You can see some of the ribs on her. She's very lean. Yeah, I guess that's a rib cage. It'll have to do. Ooh, I'm glad I decided to do this thing, this course. It keeps you moving, it does. Oof. No time to dawdle. Okay, now let's see if we can't find these clavicles. Don't want to take too long here because that's not the meat. We're looking at the shoulders. Proko explained them as handlebars on a bike. Interpret that however you wish. But there should be a little space in between them, about the size of an eyeball. Creepy analogy, but it works. From there, they go angle with the shoulders, so she's leaning to the side. I'm not even going to try to get a fancy chromium process in here. There's a lot that I could try to get in, but for the most part, we just need to get these in there. There is a little bit of a bump where you can see the cutoff of clavicle to a chromium process. There's a little boxy shape that should cut off that to find the deltoid. Okay, from there, glenoid cavity of this scapula. There she is. I see as much as I can this little box coming in is our little shoulder pocket to protect it. And I should also do this on a separate layer. Let's see, that's facing away. Probably a little bit rotated in. The cage goes about halfway down to the ribs. I mean the scapula, I'm sorry. Alright, ooh, 3 minutes. Yikers. Let's get moving. Here we go. The spine of the scapula. It would probably be around there. Curls in to give us that chromium process. creepy song incoming. I should also really quickly find my pelvis. Where's my pelvis? There she is. Bucket. Front to back. Where's the front of the pelvis? Yeah, about there. Mm-hmm. Boom. Boom. Wide gesture hand movements. I saw a chat box go. I can't look at it right now, but hello there. Oh gosh, this really does keep you moving. Hey Bone Brew, what's up? What's cooking? What's good? I'm working on a timer right now. I'm trying to do 10 minutes to find these bones. It's doing a good job of keeping me moving, let me tell you. If I really wanted to be fancy, I would find some of the humerus in here to find the arm, but I'm not sure I have time for that. We got 1 minute and 45 seconds. You can't quite see it, but I will have a timer available at some point that you will be able to see. Okay, let's go back to my base gesture and find the rest of her. We gotta clean this gesture up because we didn't quite get all of her in there. Let's see. Arm is a straight shot, but still at an angle. Hand a little bit lower. Yeah, there's the wrist. Yeah, there's the hand. Knuckle. But yeah, how you doing? How's your life going? How's it hanging? Ooh. This is a really, really, really good challenge, and I want to do this more often. It's hard, though. Love a good challenge, you know me. Delt. Where's the delt? Find that little ding was 1 minute left. Excuse me, music, hello. Actually, we should be right about here. Whoa, running out of time. My music stopped again. Can't look at it right now. And opposition in the arm. Okay, her arms are not that beefy. She got beefcake arms. I'm not about to even try to find a hand. There it is. Where's her other arm? There it is. Oh, 50 seconds. Where the heck is her head? Is her leg in the right place? Mostly. Mostly. Oh, it's coming forward. It's proportioned towards us. And her neck. Yeah. It's beautiful. I love this muscle, and I can't remember what the hell it's called for the life of me. It's so prominent in the neck, a beautiful point to connect things. Oh, I'm a maniac trying to keep up. I wish I could look at what you said. Head. Oh, the neck is a little too thick. No. Or no, I just realized her shoulder's way over here. There's supposed to be some more shoulder here. I see what I did. I see. All right, where's the arm? There's the arm. Give me that. Oh dear. This is awful. Oh, this is a disaster. Alright, but that gives me some more room for the leg, which felt a little bit squishy. I don't know. I messed up somewhere. There's way more shoulder than I gave her. And I keep losing my music and I don't know why. It's supposed to be relaxing. I didn't mean to stress anybody out with this idea, but here we go. Shuckaroos. No, I like the better there. Oh, I was wondering why my timer wasn't going off. Why does stuff keep pausing? I'm so sorry. It's so annoying. Well, I'm pretty sure the timer would have went off by now. You ran into a screenwriting and a story course not too long ago. Oh, exciting. How's that going? I hope it's going well for you. I have a persimmon. Okay. For whatever reason, my audio paused and I didn't mean to make it do that. I'm so sorry. Give me music. Technically, let's say the timer is about to go off. There's 5 seconds now. 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 minutes to look at a dog, pet a cat, walk away for a bit, look at this picture zoomed out so you have a better idea of what you're working with, and reset your eyes. Oh, just for reference, I'm using this as a timer. I have this video prepared in the future. It's not live yet, but it will be. You'll look away from the screen for a second. Is this pineapple? Oh, apple. Oh, very good apple. 20 seconds to reset your eyes. Okay. This keeps you moving, it does. I love it. Alright, where did we go wrong? I'm pretty sure her neck is the issue. Chin is not supposed to be there. It's supposed to be a little bit closer. Her chin ends right at the trap, and I have it right at the shoulder. That's not right. Did I make her head too big? That might be it. This timing thing is a fun challenge. My music keeps stopping! Give me music! Dag nabbit. Trying to stay on time here. Okay. 10 seconds. Welcome back, come back, come back. Let's figure out where we went wrong. Now it's time for muscle. If you have the muscle knowledge, now is the time to add it, or you can just continue finding the gesture and the bones underneath, which is the primary part of this lesson. I'm going to take the moment to really clean up some of these bones because I just kind of threw them together. And then I'll take a little bit more time maybe after to reassess. Because this is definitely a very, very rushed, brusque gesture. I will not be using this as a recording. It's a little ugly. I'm not proud of it. But you gotta get through the ugly to get to the good stuff. Okay. This straight right here could be stronger. Where? A little bit stronger in here, and the hips are pushed a little bit closer. Alright, from there, rib cage goes straight out. Don't mind my sound effects, by the way. They're hopefully not too annoying. Clean up these curves of hair. The most muscle we might look at is like deltoid here, but there's really not much to be seen. You can kind of see trap, you can mostly see this miscellaneous muscle I can't remember the name of, but we're really here for this gesture. And, what else needs to be adjusted? This doesn't feel right now. This negative space doesn't fit anymore. Well, where did we go wrong? Oops. Okay, let's just look at the torso. Not nearly enough room for her leg there. She's not that thin. She's a little thicker than that, Kiana. Come on. One continuous line. She's not that thick either. Okay. Another 10 minutes to reassess if you're adding muscle. Now is the time. Little bit of room for for that inner thigh. Okay, let's attack the biggest thing right now. Her head is not in the right place. Where should it be? Lots of examples, not many exercises to hone skill. How do you mean? Yeah, you gotta keep practicing. It's always a gem. It's a fun game to keep practicing. The thing that you practice is usually what we get the best at. Not perfect, but you get better at it. Head! I'm supposed to find the head! The head will help me find the arm. Neck. Here is her ear. So where did we go wrong? I'm gonna try again. Let's just... Let's see. Proportion-wise, let's find out exactly what the length of her head should be. Her head is about the same distance as the pit of the neck to the ear. I'm using that as a measurement. So let's see. And her chin comes right to the inside of her lat, right about there. So that's where her head should start. Chin, chinny chin chin, to the rest of her, and then we can find her lovely neck. Everything in gesture is all about connecting points and lines and making relationships. Trap continues throughout like a beautiful rainbow. And then you get some of this deltoid, which we will do later. I just want to find her head real quick. I don't think I did. There is a lot of space between this, though. This is not here. So where did we go wrong? Ear would be here. So this is the bottom of the Loomis circle. Kind of going out about this all wonky. Crystal Library is here where we make mistakes, baby. This is where we learn. All mistakes are welcome in the Crystal Library. Top of the morning to ya, top of the head. Let's see, here's her chin. Oh, there's a cheekbone over there. Oh gosh. Hair. Okay. Let's get her arm back in there. That feels ever so slightly better. Still a bit off, but I feel like I can at least see most of her in the right place. We'll do a longer assessment after, but this is really good to just get her in there. Okay, now, let's give her some muscle. We have 3 minutes left. Let's do some muscle. What do we need in here? We want to target this tricep. This is a beautiful, juicy tricep. Can add a little shading in there. Sits right on top of that clavicle. She's not buff enough that you can see all 3 heads, so it's a softer shoulder. All of this beautiful overlap right here, which is what we're really here for. You can kind of see some tricep right there. A little bit of tricep is sneaking in there. Most of it is softened by just muscle fat and skin. Underneath all of that, you could probably really, if you squinted, you might find some teres minor, teres major sitting underneath or on top of that. This is all pec, I'm pretty sure. All of that beautiful, juicy bulge is pectoralis muscle. Bicep, deltoid. Oh gosh. And then I ran out of space for her traps. That's what it is. I think this needs to be further over. Not all of it! Oops. Did I draw this on the same layer? Oh, shucks. That's not what I meant to do. Oh, great. Alrighty, well. We live and we learn. Ooh, it's gonna be a messy one. There's a little bit more trap, though. Trap comes right underneath the neck point. And softens to meet deltoid. I gotta talk it through, don't mind me. God, what the heck is this muscle name called? I friggin' love it. Somebody Google it real quick and then I'll freak out about it in a second when I finally do look it up. That stove does not stop going off. What the heck is Mother doing? Okay. 1 minute. Oh. I don't think there's really much else we really need to worry about here. I do want to find her arm. Following this curve, wrist is right at the base of the ribcage. Hand, I'm not defining the hand, forget that, not right now. We'll be here for 3 more hours. Ooh, time really flies when you use timers. And then we'll clean it up later. Alright, 15 seconds. I'm gonna call this done. It's dirty and ugly and definitely could be cleaner, but I feel really good about this for starting out. Yeah. That's it! Class is done. Class dismissed. Good job to anybody who decided to participate in that death trap with me. That was fun. Okay. Woo! I'm gonna look away from the screen one more time. Jam out to some Celeste for me. And I'm gonna come back and we can really finalize things, and then we'll probably call it. It'll be shorter today. Okay. Alright. Bone Brew, how are you doing? I'm so sorry. I've just been so focused I haven't had time to say hi to anybody. Woo! Alrighty. Gotta say. Oh, you're so fine. You're so fine. Aw. Oh, thank you. It's going pretty swell so far. And if you gotta take off, no problem. But thanks for popping in even for a second. I'm happy to have anybody who jumps in here. But holy moly, I feel like I actually accomplished a lot in just those 25 minutes. It was a hell of a lot of 25 minutes. It was very exhilarating. But that's how class should be. It flies by when you're really focused and you're just locked in. So let's see here. Where did we go wrong? That's the homework assignment for today. I don't really feel like we missed the gesture. What I do feel like we missed, though, is proportion-wise. Something was off. Her head somewhere along the way got lost, and her torso was way too long. Beyond that, for the most part, I kind of got bones in the right place, but we're putting them on the wrong gesture. So that's another error. But at the same time, it's really awesome to kind of force the speed so you can get more confident in just laying down something. Because if it's not perfect, nothing is perfect. But this was a really worthwhile experiment and exercise, which I plan to keep doing. We're going to try to keep every course lesson like this as far as gestures go. Because I could take 3 hours to do this, or I could do this in 30 minutes. And look at where we got to. Gosh dang it, what the heck is this muscle called? The neck muscle! It's bothering me! Sternocleidomastoideus! It came to me in a flurry. A fever. Sternum, Cleido, I think the base of your skull, and then the mastoid jaw thing. It's funky, loud, large name. I always want to keep saying gastrocnemius, but that's your caffage. That's the big old juicy balloon sitting underneath your chin. Okay, let's do some corrections here. Critique time. Where did we go wrong, and how can we perfect this? Base gesture. That's actually not bad when I look at it like that. It's nice. But it's really long. Look at how long her ribs are. Yeah. And I also think it's because the sensor block was here. I'm gonna blame the sensor block. Yeah. Sensor block probably threw me off some because, as you can see, there's no boobs here. We need boobs! We gotta find them! We need to use the boobs to find the rest of the body. So that's probably another thing that didn't help. Finding that would have also probably helped me find so much more. So, I can't show you the boobs, unfortunately. But you can download them yourself and look them up, and I'm sure it's totally fine. Go to Proko's website and get the boobs, if you want. Okay, but for now I'm looking at a picture without the sensor block, so I'm looking at boobs. You just don't have access to that for this stream. Jam, though. Let's take some time to clean this up. I'm gonna set myself for 10 more minutes to try and finalize this gesture, and that'll help me put everything in the right place. So here we go. A timer you can see, because the last one was on a YouTube video that doesn't exist yet. Alright. Where is my 10 minute? There it is. You. Reset. Okay. Ugh! Excuse me. Get a cracker in me? Okay. Jam. I'm gonna turn this up for you, chat. Have some Celeste. Alright. Close the Proko, close this website, close this, close that. Okay. First and foremost, where did we go wrong? This is way too long and not nearly wide enough. Yeah, she's got a lot more neck girth. I basically leaned her down. Okay. So first things first, I'm gonna merge these together. Oh, actually, no, that's a dangerous game. Let me isolate her arm real quick. Give me this! And that blasted timer is gonna be the death of me, my god. Alright. Arm is now isolated. I'm so sorry if you can hear that. Okay. Now... the power of digital art. Obviously, if you were doing this on pencil and paper, what you have is what you have. Don't erase it. Just leave it as is. But I'm a cheater. I'm a filthy digital cheater. Okay. At some point, I would love to be able to do this on paper, but I don't have a camera that can record that right now. So, whenever we're able to do that, teach what you preach. Do what you do. Alright, 10 minutes. Ready, chat? One more round if you want to make some revisions or anything if you're doing this with me. Starting in 3, 2, boom. Alright, first things first. Give me all of this. Come here, honey. Alright. And I'm gonna also... her leg is fine. Let me move this down. Yeah. And that even helps the gesture more, you can already tell. And I'm gonna widen her out ever so slightly. Whee! There we go. Alrighty. That gives her some more leg room. Now... her hips don't come out that far. It's probably just trunk that we're seeing. And come back in a bit. Let's see. And my music paused again! Gosh dang it. Okay, well I can't stop it right now. I can't play it right now. For now, I need to find these boobs, because that's going to help me find everything else. Let's see. Sternum comes about right here. So edge of this crevice. Uh-huh. Yeah. Oh, music is playing. Can you hear it? It's just very, very quiet. It's the Golden Ridge music. There we go. And now I can see so much more clearly now the boobs are in. And I can find everything else. Cool. Start of the abs, right there. Not up here. Not even close. And then from there, let me take these Bazoingus balloons and connect it to the pec that they are attached to. A little bit bigger in the areola. Nipplage. Very importante. Should be the same line. Cool. Boom. From there. Pec! That's what I was missing. Come back in to find the pec. And all of a sudden, everything comes together. Because now I can see exactly where the arm starts. Right there. That's what I needed. Boom. Give me that. Oh my god, it's way up there. No! Okay. I need to move this down there. Yeah. That feels already better. That already feels like it is more attached to her. Now we're actually finalizing gesture a little bit. Okay. Hand is a little too short. Cutting off the wrist ever so slightly comes up a little higher. Yeah, around there. I'm not really here for the hand, I'm here for the shoulder and the ribs. Okay, let me see. That feels better. She's not that girthy, less arm muscleage, and a little bit more angularity. Get that opposition in the arm. That zigzag was kind of missing. Alright, that feels better. These micro adjustments are everything. Okay. Smallest little adjustments. Give me the rest of her arm. It's way up there. From there you can find her pelvis. Okay. Now this head starts to make sense. It's still kind of floating. It's not really attached, but it's mostly connected to her. What's up?
Dinner's ready.
Thank you. Alright. And I'm gonna probably end soon because my mom just told me dinner's ready and I'm ready to chow down. Alright. Now look at this neck. It's way over there. So we got... Oof. Oh my god, we were way off. Golly gosh. Alright. Arm comes a little closer in. Oh boy. Alrighty. Let's find this neck. Because that's the number one thing that really doesn't fit. Trap. Right there. So then I'm going to, yeah, there we go. That makes more sense to my brain. Cool. Head, where you at? True, and all these are in the wrong place. We'll adjust that too. Let's see. Rib cage. Oh, this is all in the same layer? Oh no, it's connected. Never mind, we're good. I was like, I wasn't that far gone, was I? Okay. This rib cage doesn't really fit anymore, does it? We're gonna have to make a new one. Oh no. It's hanging out too far. Well, that's a problem. Alrighty. we'll have to fix that. And all of that, none of that works either. Alrighty. Base gesture is everything. But I do feel a lot stronger with this gesture now, looking at it. Good song. I'm also taking note of how many adjustments I'm making. I'm gonna probably do another 10-minute session to find the bones and everything after that. But I feel like the gesture was the most important. Cool. Alright, that feels a lot better. And something that you can't see because of, unfortunately, these damn sensor blocks. Right where her beautiful parts of her body are. There we go. Tells you a lot, pelvis-wise. Everything's connected. Even that overlap in the skin folds. Yeah, it tells you what leg is coming forward. Alrighty. Neck, 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 neck. This is right. This is right. But the placement is wrong. Neck is way too small. So let's find it. I have it on this side. Okay. Continue that beautiful gesture. Right around there is neck. Man, these streams go a lot faster when I have a timer. I should do this more often. Alright. And now I can confidently say, there's her jaw. There's the start of her head. It's way up here. Ooh, yeah. Final minute. And now, let's see, this leads to the start of the ear. So, our Loomis vertical head would be way up here. Top of the ear is the same level as the eyes. Base of the ear is the nose, mostly. Should be a little foreshortened because she's looking up and away. Follow that lovely, lovely curve. I'm not at all intimidated by you anymore, timer. That's what I'm talking about. Takes the fear away. 10 seconds, come and get me. Hell yeah. Boom. That feels so much better than what we had. Oh my god. Almost wish I had it before and after. Dang, I can't, but you know it. You can compare it. Okay. Considering we've only been going for an hour and a half, I'm really proud of myself. Actually. Still adjusting things, but most of it we got now. That feels way better than what we started with. Holy moly, that feels way better. Okay. Okie dokie. Okay, well, I'm gonna do one more pass to find the bones underneath because they were in the wrong place. Technically, these were made on a faulty body. a faulty gesture. So we're gonna start from the top. So I'm gonna call this round 1. Boom, baby. Alright. Now that we have our gesture, I'm gonna confidently say, let's start with the ribs. Then from there we can find the shoulders, scapula, and clavicle. And if we have time, we'll put in a pelvis in the right place this time. Second pass, after getting something quick and dirty down, does feel a lot more grounded. Still looking at this, the shoulder feels a little too small. There's a little bit more room over here. It's like about half of the size. Yeah. So we're still kind of off, but we got most of the biggest issues out of the way, I think. My goodness, it's only 4:30. I should time myself every time. I'm making adjustments without timing myself. I know I'm being a naughty Billy. That feels like it belongs there. So pec would be actually way over here. Yeah. Yeah, Betty. That feels better. Okay. She has no hand. She's not gonna get one. She's only getting ribs and a pelvis. Alright. Take a minute to reset your eyes, look away from the screen. I might come back and time myself for one more round of bones and muscle, and then we'll call it. Sorry. Alrighty. Not gone, just on the other side of the screen. Enjoy some Celeste for a sec. And I should also save that goodness. Goodly goodness. Alrighty. Oh, by the way, I'm gonna really quickly try to finish this because I want to eat dinner early. So I'm gonna do one more pass and then I'm gonna dip. So stream will probably be over after this. Alright, be back in a bit. That timer's been bugging me. Oh, I'm sorry. It's not your fault. It was just wondering. It should not be going off anymore. Okay, I'm gonna turn it off. Sorry. It's okay. Alright, epic song on my entrance back in. Woo! Alright. Where the heck are we? Cool. We're back. Alrighty. I feel really good about this gesture, y'all. I think we can put some bones and muscles on here. What do we say? Yeah? Now, obviously, I'm still very slow. You probably already finished your first pass and you're like, I'm good, I'm done. I did my homework. but I'm extra, and I wanted to get the proper placement of things. So I'm gonna start over from the top, doing the bones and stuff again. But now looking at this gesture, holy moly, what an improvement. I still don't have it before and after, I wish I did, but you can see it in the pod. Timing myself is going to be a challenge, but it's a worthwhile challenge, clearly, because I'm already feeling more confident. It's just that first round, when you have nothing. Blank canvas is so scary. It's very intimidating. Alrighty. Let me make one more little adjustment on her torso. That S curve could be stronger. Yes, yes. And I get to finish early so I can feed my children on time and they won't be bugging me, and I can get back to drawing for Deltarune fan art. Yay! Pictures that I can't show you until they're done, but yeah, exciting stuff. Okay, okay. Arm is a little bit here. Following that curve. Okay. Oh yeah. This feels a lot stronger than what we started with. Maybe I'll give her a thumb at most, just so we know where it is. I have to get over my fear of hands at some point, but today is not that day. I just started timers, guys. Give me a sec. We're all here about challenges, but, you know, in moderation. Be kind to yourself in the beginning. Okay. Is her wrist going the right way? Now it is. Yeah. I'm gonna find that negative space where her hand is sitting. Nope, I don't like it. Never mind. It wasn't worth it. Hands are still my arch nemesis. Okay. My arch nemesis. Alrighty. Save! Is there anything else? No major errors that I'm seeing anymore to fix before we do this final pass. And then I'm gonna probably call it. Ribs. I just want to make sure we are looking at the right thing. Ooh. Ribs would be... She's looking away, so they're not going to be facing her. I mean, going in the same direction. It's going to be going this way. So... just want to figure out placement before I put them there. Clavicle
It's
feels good.
4:45 p.m. Time to start wrapping up your workday and plan for dinner.
I know, Google, I'm on it. I'm on it. Although, for once, I'm actually not going to flip you the bird because I'm ready to start ending my workday. Thank you. She's not that buff. Calm down. Soften that transition from shoulder. Okay. I think we can begin. Sorry, I've been a chatterbox this whole entire session. I'll add the draw with me's when I'm able to, and you won't have to hear me talk at all. You can just enjoy the quiet piece without my ADHD brain racing. Okay. There's some lips in there somewhere. Maybe after the stream I'll add them in, but just for the base gesture, we're here to find the ribcage and the scapula and clavicles. Anything else is superfluous. Everything else is extra. Okay. Starting one more 10-minute timer to find bones, and we'll probably call it there. Alright? Final round. If you're joining me, this is one more round. Here we go. 3, 2, wait. Right, let me get the right layer. We're not drawing this on the same layer. Okay, for realsies this time. Starting in 3, 2, 1, go. Ribcage, where's he at? can even kind of see it on her. She kind of tells you. There's like a little skin fold there. That already feels more realistic than before. Most of this is fat pushing out. It doesn't go right to the bone. Cool. There we go. Manubrium. Sternum. Where's my midline? The heck is the middle of the ribcage? There we go. It's kind of skewed how I drew it. It's not accurate, but kind of there. This goes right to the center. Top of this feels way too long now. I don't know if this is correct anymore. This is actually harder than I thought. Her ribcage isn't as obvious as it seems. She's a dirty, filthy liar. Closer to it. Find the same angle. My wrist keeps vibrating. Stop it. I'm gonna mute you in a second if you don't behave. Watch. Okay, we're spending too much time on the ribcage. Let's move on. Clavicle. Much more obvious. You can literally see it right there. It's beautiful, plain as day. Shoulders are shrugging, so she's like arching up a little bit. I'm gonna say about there is where the chromium process starts. This part of the clavicle is a bit more hidden, but it's also kind of following that same line, that same rhythm. Process connects from there. Spine of the scapula tells me there. Where the rest of it is, it would be shrugging, and she's turning away. So it would be a little bit tilted in, I think. Coronoid cavity would be around there. Power of Celeste compels you. Of the clavicle as it's coming towards us, and you see the outside of the one facing away from us. And I need to amend also, I have yet to finish the 3D lesson for this one, because man, making a scapula in 3D is awful. It still takes my brain for a spin, so that unfortunately is not available on Patreon as of this moment, but as soon as I get some time, hopefully this Christmas break, I'll have some time to do that. Okay. I'm gonna be a little advantageous and cocky with my time. I have a little bit of time. Let's find the humorous and connect right about there. And that would be about... add a full humorous, but just to find the joint with the ball and socket. Cool. There it is. There she be. Ribcage still feels a little wonky, but that's... I don't know. Okay, we got a little bit of time. Let's see if we can find a pelvis real quick. And I can see it, but can I draw it in 2 minutes? Lordy, lordy, what a frickin' question. Crystal K is learning how to draw faster? Can it be? Is it even possible? It's not bad foreshortened. Drawing the ellipses very quickly. My goodness. Okay. It's not quite to the skin. Ah! 1 minute. No! I got too cocky with the arms. Oh, now that I look at it, those pisses points don't work anymore. There's where it starts. Let's, we need a little bit more than that. About, yeah. Halfway. Okay, back of the spine. Can't really see it, but it's there somewhere. Actually, it would be going straight down. Coming at us. I'm not drawing a spine right now. We have 50 seconds. Find the pelvis. Find the pelvis. Women are narrower pelvises. Wider. Right at the crotch. Beautiful. Alright. I feel pretty decent about that. What am I missing? How the heck to draw a pelvis again? I already forgot everything we just did in the pelvis lesson. The bucket, right. Comes down there. Ooh. 3, 2, 1. Ugh. Very, very quick and dirty pelvis. I would have needed more than 2 minutes to do that. But the gist of it, we got. Yeah. Yeah. I think so. Her rib cage is a little too skewed for my liking. I don't think it would go this far out. It would be a little bit closer to that. Zooming out for a bit. Yeah. But it is getting easier and I am getting faster. The struggle is real, but it's rewarding. How many times I gotta say it? Hard work is hard, but it's worth it. Alright. Well, chat, I could sit here and finesse this 30 more hours later, or I could call the stream here and I'll let you do that. I'm gonna probably take a little bit more time with this just to finalize everything, but for the most part, that's a stream, y'all. So I want to say thank y'all so much for joining me. If anybody was here, I am so grateful to you. It's been a while since I was streaming here, and I'm planning to be back for at least a couple more weeks before I take a Christmas break. But if you care at all about anatomy, this is the place to be. We're learning it together. So don't do it alone. Pass it on and tell people this is the place to be to learn anatomy. So get in here. And other than that, PLD, keep playing, keep loving, and keep dreaming. And I will catch you guys next week for part 2, where we do the same, a different gesture flipped. So we'll do a reverse mirrored version of it. Yay! Alrighty. Till next time, y'all. Bye, Anara. Love y'all.